Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be reacting to GiraffeNecMarc's tier list of the best and worst teams and then the trash teams in Major League Baseball right now. So let's hop into it and let's see what he has to say about every team in Major League Baseball currently.
Alright, hand up, it's my fault. I just realized it's the middle of June and I still haven't ranked every team in Major League Baseball for the season for you guys. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're throwing them on a tier list and we're going to start ranking some teams. So here are the tiers from top to bottom. Alright, let's get it started. We've got the Arizona Diamondbacks up first, and that is confusing.
So me personally, I'd put the Diamondbacks in a whatever you're okay, I guess, kind of tier. Because I know they made the World Series last year, but this year they've been whatever, you're okay, I guess, kind of team. But they have also been kind of disappointing, so you could put them in your bad, or you could even put them in as the postseason team tier. But I think they deserve a whatever you're okay, I guess.
Are so in between this postseason and you're okay tier. The reason I'm struggling to put them somewhere is because I think they're better than they're playing, but at some point, when are you the team that we've seen? Now, the sample size is still relatively small for the season. We are 68 games into the year, 70 games, whatever it is. So you still have half a season left, and you can turn things around. And I expect they will, because Zach Gallen, and he's hurt. Everybody else has a 4.6 ERA or higher. The bullpen's actually been good. Oh, this team is so frustrating. What do we do with the Diamondbacks? I think I got to put them in whatever you're okay, I guess. I think we've got to take what we've seen rather than me trying to project as much as I can. And right now, this team is whatever you're okay, I guess. Ketel Marte, Christian Walker, Jock Peterson, those guys can only carry so much. And they have been carrying, let's just say that flat out. They have been carrying this team. Even Randall Grichuk has been carrying. Like, what is going on with this roster? I expect them to be better, but right now, they're okay, I guess. The Atlanta Braves, man, wow, this feels weird, but we're going to put them in World Series contenders still.
Yeah,
I know I
just
am contradicting what I just said seconds ago. They're playing not good baseball. They're playing pretty poorly right now, which is just so weird to say. They've won 3 of they won the World Series without him. But this roster's just straight up not hitting, and surprisingly getting some really good pitching. You go up and down this team, there's just disappointments left and right. I think they're still a World Series contender. It would be stupid not to think so, but I do think losing Acuna, and with how they're playing, you gotta drop them out of the elite tier for just right now. Also, I'm a Braves hater, so Braves fans, you can complain even more than you normally do in the comment section over anything that I said, even though I picked you guys to win the World Series this year. So just remember that. Okay, Baltimore Orioles. This one's the easiest one we've had so far. Yeah, they're elite. They're disgusting.
Yeah,
the
Orioles.
I don't know what kind of baseball you expect an elite team to play, or what you've been watching if you don't think they're one of the 3-4 best teams in Major League Baseball. Gunnar and Adley's team, they're just so good. Elite. The Boston Red Sox, they were made for the whatever you're okay, I guess, tier, because they're whatever.
So at the time of this recording, the Red Sox are 5 games over 500. When he recorded this, I think they were at 500 or like a game or two below 500. So the Red Sox have been on a roll lately as of recording my video here. But at the time he recorded this video, I think they were at like 500 or a little below 500. So I think this tier would change to if he did it right now again. But besides that, I think I agree with this tier for the Red Sox. I don't know if you guys do, but let me know in the comments if you agree with this tier for the Red Sox. Whatever you're okay, I guess, tier. Let me know if you guys agree with that.
You're okay, I guess. Not as bad as I thought you were going to be. The issue I have with the Red Sox is just I don't think they're good, but I don't know if they're bad. Got a sub-1 ERA casually, but I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't. I think this team is completely just mediocre, for lack of a better term. And I gotta say, the Chicago Cubs are also...
And I can't disagree with him. The Red Sox are kind of mediocre, but they are on a 5-game winning streak right now. So they kind of are mediocre, but they kind of are great, too.
In this tier. Now, I do think they go ahead of these teams. We're going to rank inside the tier as well.
Yeah, the
I
Cubs
think they're
are definitely better than the Red Sox.
Man, what is their team? Because at the plate, nobody's really jumping off the page. Michael Busch, that elite hitter. They have a bunch of good hitters. They have a bunch of good hitters that aren't hitting well, guys like Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ. I think they're due for some regression. Their bullpen hasn't been good either. I think they're completely okay, too. Ugh, I hate doing this, but fence sitting right now, picking all these teams to be, you're okay. Now, one team that is not okay, that is not even bad, they are complete and utter dog water, is the Chicago White Sox.
Yes, the Chicago White Sox are crap. They are the piece of crap team. They are the worst team in baseball, probably the worst team in MLB history once they finish the season. So, the White Sox are total garbage. They need to trade Tommy Pham, Luis Robert, Garrett Crochet, every single star player or decent player on that team needs to be traded at the trade deadline or before the trade deadline. And let me just say it, the White Sox are dog water, like he says, and like the tier list says dog water. But this team is garbage. I'd rather watch a squirrel play baseball than the White Sox. So let's keep on going.
Daily basis, they are running out just not Major League Baseball players. It's shocking to look at some of the guys who have gotten play on this team this year. And I know they're not trying to win, and I know they're not trying to compete, and Luis Robert has been hurt this year. But I don't use that word lightly when talking about player performance. It's disturbing. He's a 229 on base. 229. That's like cuttable. Or then that's it. Dominic Leone has appeared in 18 games and has a 7 ERA.
That GiraffeNecMarc rage, though.
John Brebbia, 27 games, a 6.38. I mean, this team is so bad. This is one of the worst teams I can remember in a long time. This is Oakland A's level bad. You know what's crazy? Paul DeYoung's playing good baseball. Gavin Sheets is playing good baseball. Like, what is this team? All right, let's go ahead and talk about the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, I don't know what to do with you either. Why are there so many mediocre teams in baseball this year? Shout out Robbie Manfred for making everybody still feel like they're in it. At the plate, man, this team is so frustrating because they're so close. Jimmer Candelario actually starting to heat up now, which is funny enough. Everybody on this team is basically hitting about league average or slightly better. But then you go to the pitching side, and it's still not even that bad. And the bullpen hasn't been atrocious. I think the Reds team, this is going to be my hot take. I think they're a postseason team. I think you can make the argument there in whatever you're okay.
That's a very hot take, GiraffeNecMarc. For real though, I don't really think that's a hot take. I think the Reds are young, and that might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that might actually be a hot take. But, I'm iffy on that.
Yes, but something in my guts is telling me that this team is going to click at some point, and I think it's probably just the fact that Ellie De La Cruz can just completely take over a season, and that Spencer Steer, I think, is good, and that Will Benson and Jake Fraley, all these guys are league average hitters I think can get a little bit more. They're one move away. One player getting hot away.
Okay, guys, so we're going to stop at the Astros right here. We're going to stop right there at the Astros. So, actually, yeah, we're going to stop right here at the Astros. Right there, so we're going to stop there. So, yeah.
From just running away and taking one of those wild card spots definitively in the National League. So I'm going to be aggressive here and call them a postseason team. A team that's definitely a postseason team. Also, weirdly, in the state of Ohio, the Cleveland Guardians, they're phenomenal.
Hell yeah, the Guardians are a postseason team. Sorry, I just started there. I wanted to pause the video before I said hell yeah. Yeah, but hell yeah, the Guardians are great. They're amazing. Even without Terry Francona as manager, has retired after last season. This past offseason, he retired. So, the Guardians are great. Stephen Vogt's their new manager. They have been amazing under Stephen Vogt. Vogt has done an amazing job getting along with the players, making the players play well. He's done amazing. He should be manager of the year there in Cleveland.
I really hate them because I have a Royals to win the AL Central bet, $50 to win like $1,200, and that bet would have been so good if it wasn't for the fact that the Guardians have 43 wins and 23 losses, one of the best records in all of Major League Baseball. Now, do I think it's sustainable? Absolutely not. But do I think this team is a postseason team? 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Jose Ramirez bullpen, I shouldn't say solid bullpen, elite bullpen. That's good enough to be a postseason team. They've shown me a lot of good stuff this year. I'm buying the Guardians for sure. Now, of course, we're not going to buy the Colorado Rockies. They stink, but they are better than the Chicago White Sox. Now, that doesn't take a lot again. I just yelled about them for like a minute and a half. But at least I'll give the Rockies is they're trying to at least find some players that can play. They've been calling up some younger guys. Like they had Jordan Beckup at a time. They keep giving Michael Tolia a shot. Hunter Goodman. Adele Amador got the call up. They even said, hey, Greg Jones, you want a shot? Jake Cave, how about you? Ellery Montero, is it ever going to happen? Probably not, but we're going to try. The problem is, man, Ryan Feltner stinks. And the bullpen is kind of horrid. So they're definitely dog water, but they are better than the White Sox. Oh, where do I put the Tigers? I mean, Kerry Carpenter, when he was healthy, was great, but incredibly disappointing seasons from Torkelson, and Javi Baez is just maybe the worst player in Major League Baseball. They're definitely going the you're okay, whatever, I guess. I think they're better than the Red Sox. I know the Red Sox missing Casas too. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with the Tigers. This is one of the most confusing teams in baseball. Talk about confusing. The Houston Astros are confusing because what are you guys? Are you good? Are you bad? Figure it out. Because watching them play, I go, I don't think they're the worst. I don't think they're 31-38 like their record says. Like Jose Altuve right now.
Use that word bizarre in a very very low manner, if you want to put it that way. Bizarre is an understatement for how the Astros have performed this season. It's been very confusing. It's been very lackluster of how the Astros have been performing. This year's just been confusing Major League Baseball all around. But let's continue before we end this video.
Man, I don't want to put. I'm putting them in postseason team tier.
Yeah, I agree. The Astros, you can never count them out, especially with the players they have: Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez.